The Gentlemens Code.
And we're live. Feels good to say that.
Cheers.
You have to
Man,
do your thing.
like,
Cheer, cheer.
what's that? What?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Don't mess up the branding,
Sorry,
cuz.
my bad. It's been a minute, innit?
It's been a minute, bruv. This is the Gentlemen's Code.
The Gentlemen's Code.
With myself, Ads VVG, and your boy T-Boy. What you saying, bro?
Fam, I'm here, man. Here.
Life. What's it saying?
Brother.
It's still in this lockdown.
What, I don't even know what do we say, bruv? We're still here, fam.
Doing this shit, man.
In this mad world, bruv.
Probably could say Happy New Year, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Happy New
yeah.
Year.
Imagine.
We just cracked on.
Happy
fam.
New Year, guys, man.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man.
2021.
Yeah, man.
Still out here.
Were you part of the guys that were like New Year, new goals and...
Bruv,
Or did you just
did anybody actually do that this year?
I think 2020 scarred guys, though.
Did anybody make a New Year's resolution this year? You did?
Last year wasn't the year.
Were the ones you made, were they ambitious? Were they overly ambitious, or were they just...
Overly ambitious.
No, what about this year? You kind of tuned it down this year. Do you know how mad that is?
Bro,
Everyone just said, let me just bring
I
it
got to
here.
this year and I'm just like, this is 2021 and vibes.
Bro.
As
Facts.
we just adjust as we go
Happens,
along, bruv.
happens.
Because last year, I think everyone was definitely thinking 2020 vision.
Yeah.
And it didn't bang, cuz. It didn't bang.
man.
But other than that, look, everyone's here, everyone's well, everyone's safe. In terms of the lockdown, what's the situation? How are you finding lockdown
Bro,
2?
I'm just...
Lockdown 3. This is lockdown 3 now.
Is it free?
There
3.0?
was one, obviously the
This
one
is
last
3.0.
March. Then there was
Yeah.
one in November.
Yeah.
Then they let us out for a bit after November. Now this is the...
Man, they let us out for a bit, you know.
it was a little bit, innit?
On pets, bruv.
They were doing the tiers and that, yeah.
Tier
So
three,
now
tier
this is like
four.
the third lockdown. So
Yeah.
how are you feeling at this point?
Brother, like, man's here. I don't know, bruv. Like, I've been reading.
Yeah,
To
what
be
you reading?
honest, I've been reading bare books, bruv.
Yeah.
Bare like self-help books.
Yeah.
And whatnot, and just trying to just engage, bruv, and stay out of all the politics, bruv.
Nonsense.
Because, bruv, you can really get drained in that social media world, fam. Like I had is it Clubhouse? Is it
Clubhouse,
Clubhouse?
yeah.
Bruv, I had Clubhouse. Yeah, when I downloaded that stuff, yeah, there was no sleep for me,
You spend a lot of time on it?
bro. I was just there, bruv.
You could
Kitchen
spend
there.
time on Clubhouse.
Time.
Serious?
Time.
As in fall asleep, wake up and still chat and then...
bruv, still there, bruv.
Wait, you're falling asleep and the chat is still
Bro,
going on?
what?
Rotted.
Yeah.
You know what it is about Clubhouse? Because remember in the beginning, when it first came in the group chat, people like this Clubhouse. From the beginning, I said, you will never see me on this app.
Yeah.
Like me having a personal account. Like I don't
Things
mind.
that you didn't want to. What was it?
I just thought that, why don't I just hear people talk? And I know that sounds stupid, but it's just almost like I didn't understand the concept of just hearing random conversations about stuff.
Right.
And I'm not saying that people don't have educational conversations about things that you want to hear, but I just feel like, okay, so you know, like with podcasts and stuff, yeah, you're just like, okay, it's a bit more of like, oh, this is the personality I'm going to buy
Did you
into.
get nervous? Did you feel like they were taking yours?
Never. But I feel like
podcast.
people in the podcast, like there's podcasts that I listen to that I'm like, there's people that I buy into their personality and I follow their journey because they're people that I like.
Right.
But with Clubhouse, it just feels like any random person is having a conversation about tit size or about what have you, and it's just like
you're saying it's not just the educated people.
it's just
having
everyone
conversations. Is that
just
what- is that
having
what you're
chats
trying to
about
say?
the most random things.
Right.
And I've, like you said, and not that I've never been on it because I don't have the app, but
Yeah.
you just waste a lot of time.
Yeah.
Like you said, just
Time
being
consuming,
just
bro.
random conversations
Yeah.
just about random things.
Yeah, and I saw too many negative convos, man. Especially in the UK, bruv. They're just you enter one room, they will talk about stocks. Next thing you know, but why did she cheat on him though? What? This is the same chat room, bruv.
People are not even talking about subject matters properly.
Bro, it's just like it just goes from one place to another. Then it's just all negative. I just have to get out.
Just got over it.
Before they see my name and say, "Oh, T-Boy, what do you think?" And then it's just long, bro.
Dragging you into the convos and that.
No, I'm okay.
So how many hours can people spend on it? Can you spend what?
It's up to you, bro. But you can end up spending time. Like,
Yeah?
because the thing about it
Are you
is...
still on it? Are you still on it?
I'm still on it, yeah. But I kind of do it in doses because
Yeah.
if I'm not careful, one, your battery will just end up going down. Like, so you have to have a charger nearby. But then again, sometimes the conversation can go so left that you just feel like, okay, do you know what? I'm out.
Yeah. It's pointless.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
And what has there, in terms of the parts where you felt like it's been useful, what are the conversations that you think have been useful?
For me, I think I jumped into one. It's mad. Okay, so I jumped into one chat room and Tiffany Haddish was talking, and it was actually an investment room.
Okay.
But they asked her what book had she been reading, and then she mentioned the book that I'm reading at the moment, like the power from within.
Okay.
So I went to go and obviously research that book. I've now got that book, and that book has just
It's a really good book.
Yeah, amazing
That's
book.
sick. Yeah,
amazing book. So for me,
that was
that's
quite useful.
that's been useful. But apart from that, it's a lot
Nothing
of
really much.
Yeah, not
No,
much.
I hear that still, and it's almost like again, I'm not anti good conversations to have. It just feels like what happens is a lot of conversations start on Clubhouse, then spill onto Twitter, and then because I'm on Twitter, you hear the back end of like the mad conversations that been happening on Clubhouse,
Right, which is so negative.
and that's all negative, and that's the
negativity sells, bruv. That's what you're gonna hear.
And that's the loudest conversation that's happening. It's just like, somebody on Clubhouse is saying, should women do this or should black women do this? And it's the same sort of conversations all over again. So I think that's just kind of what just put me.
It's mad the way they just drag man in that thing as well. Yeah, they just
drag
drag,
man
bruv. They drag anybody, bruv. They're dragging Maze.
About
Maze, you know Pastor Maze.
What are you dragging him for?
Maze. Bruv, why? First of all, he randomly enters some UK chat rooms that just don't make any sense.
There we go.
So first of all, is that what are you
doing there?
What you doing here with your do-rag, bro? Why are you here, bro? So they'll just be, but the way they just, people have no respect.
One of the ones I saw was, I think there was a conversation a couple of weeks ago about the black businesses. People were like,
Right, what happened?
talking about black businesses who hadn't done
They had bad experiences with
bad
with
experience.
like makeup artists and stuff like
Makeup
that.
art. Sorry, it wasn't black.
Yeah.
I don't know if it
Vendors
was
or
black
what?
business.
Yeah, vendor. I think it was.
it spilled into vendors like
Right.
in general.
Right.
That was like, they were talking about their bad experience with them. And then I think the conversation spilled onto Twitter and people are like, you can critique things about dragging people through the mud
Right.
with their businesses. Do you understand what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say? And I think there was another conversation based around as well. I know we kind of briefly spoke about it in the group chat as well about this whole thing of like support black businesses. Do you feel like that
Okay.
is becoming people's USP now rather than the quality of your service? So obviously we all say, oh yeah, support black business, support black business, support black business. Should you support black businesses regardless of whether they are good or not just because they're black?
Of course, that's stupid. That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
It's bonkers.
Why would you do that? Why would you support something that someone just doing anything anyhow?
Yeah. I do feel like though that's becoming
Support great business.
yeah.
That's the overall layer. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
obviously we're talking about our people, and the statement before was obviously just support black businesses because
Yeah.
that's what we need to do more of. We know that.
Of course.
But now to change it to something else and just make it look like, you know what, whether or not you're gonna play this CD that no one
Cares
uses
about.
CD
Just
player
support
anymore.
it.
Just support it.
Yeah.
And I think that's where
But that the problem is that now it feels like before people talk to you about their business,
Yeah.
they want to let you know that the business is black owned.
yeah.
So the starting line is black owned
Swear
business.
down.
We sell beard oil. Black owned business. We sell hair. Black
Oh, what
owned
do you mean
business.
on-
We spell
is that
food.
just on like on
Just
Instagram?
online. So the black owned business is now the entry target.
Because
line.
I don't think if you had a real life conversation with someone, they're not gonna be like, yo, it's black owned.
Of course not.
And-
They'll never do that.
do
Do you know what I mean? But it just seems like online, that's what used to rope people in.
It's like, oh, right, black owned.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not even bad. I'm not even
Yeah.
anti it. Excuse me. I just feel like now sometimes they're people's quality of their business, which is not very good, which are trying to hold on to the back of the fact that, but support it because they're black owned.
So I did on Instagram. Well, I'm sure you know that like a few months ago, every Wednesday I would like promote black businesses. Yeah, I look through them. I tell them to send me their black businesses, and they'll send them in, and I'll have some. And I'm looking at the image of like a food company, and I'm like, okay, this is was this shot on a BlackBerry? Why is it? Do you know what I mean? The quality is
not
mad
great,
right
yeah.
now. Anyways, click on it now. One picture.
It's like,
One picture.
it's like, why is
in
your
the whole
finger, what?
cake business. Hit us up now. Where are the cakes?
Where are the pictures of your cakes?
Where's the cakes?
The best one I see sometimes is coming soon.
Oh,
When is that
God.
coming soon, bruv? Bro, you haven't even like Marvel films, they don't even bruv, you know what I mean? They'll give
It's
you
a trailer or something.
bro, one
I don't get
picture.
that. I
One
don't get
picture,
that.
bruv.
Honestly, all the
One.
brands out there and stuff like that, you're trying to get yourself out there. If you want influencers and people of that nature to support your stuff, make sure your page is looking proper first before.
Give your stuff the best of the best. Make your work the best.
Because you know what it is? 9 times out of 10, you only got one chance on that person's
Yeah, of
platform.
course.
Once they posted it that one time, they're not going to post it again.
Yeah.
So you want to put your best foot forward when people
Yeah.
are seeing that. So
And I think just flip it around. Like, would you receive that work? Would you
No
collect
way.
that? No, you wouldn't. So why you? You know what
If
I'm
I was
saying?
online and I was going to buy something and someone had one picture, I'd never buy from that company.
Never. You have to be a real
That picture,
diverse human being to
like,
try that.
I don't know
bruv.
what Instagram page would have one picture that will convince me to invest myself in your product.
Yeah.
One post.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
If you get bumped from a one, that's your business.
That's just you, innit?
Yeah.
Because you just didn't do your due diligence.
Yeah.
But there's certain things I like to look through. So I'll look through all your pictures. Then you know when they do like the things and you can look through like frequently asked questions, customer reviews, delivery, blah, 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 blah. I will look through all of that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? To make sure that everything is patterned and see what other people are saying about. I'll look at the comments underneath your posts as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And do all that.
That's like Amazon, isn't it?
Just properly.
But then some black businesses, or let me say businesses in general, just don't have the know-how to basically promote themselves. So they might have a great product, but it's the know-how to promote that product is where they're lacking.
And
but then also when
very
they do go to, like, let's say they understand that, okay, I'm lacking in terms of promoting the business, in terms of making sure the images and visually how it looks, basically. They don't have the budget
To do that.
because let's say our photographers now charging, let's say, I don't know, random price, but let's say for what you're asking me to do, I might be charging you, let's say, $350.
Yeah.
But don't have the budget. So then what happens
To that.
Yeah.
You know, it's my thing is that I feel like, you see with brands here, no matter how small you are, there is somebody for your level.
Right.
There is a vendor for where you're at. So there are videographers, photographers who are there to work up with startup people. You know what I mean? That you can still use and stuff. And I feel like people just need to find out where their budget matches. What I don't like is when people don't want to put any money behind anything they want to do. You know what I mean? At some point, you got to save a bit of money.
Like you got to invest in yourself.
Come on, man.
That's the only way.
You can't be waiting for
only way.
freebies all the time, but someone do me a favor and post this. At some point, if someone says, look, I'm going to charge you £50, £100 to post this, just pay the money. Do you know what I mean? And like you said, there's marketing people that will do stuff for cheap. Just find someone that's at your level and get it proper, because if you don't, it usually affects the way your audience looks at you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And they always say you don't really get a second chance at a first impression.
Yeah.
So you might as well put your best foot forward. Do you know what I mean? From the jump. And even stuff like this, little stuff like, have you ever like tried to DM a business and they take long to respond, or like you're just thinking, bruv,
it annoys me, bruv.
what are you doing?
No
You're running a
matter how
service here.
Great your business is as well, bruv. It pisses me off.
Why are you taking long to respond?
It's annoying.
For me personally, if you're running a business where you're selling something, like direct sales,
Yeah.
bro, you should be connected to your DMs. You should be responding to
100%.
people
Straight away,
daily.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Straight
Or
away,
have
bro.
someone that's dedicated to that. People shouldn't be waiting 2-3 days for a response to a DM in 2021.
No way.
How many messages they get,
Bro,
a lot of messages.
but you're selling something. You're not. This is not someone sliding your DMs for cheeks, bruv. Like no one's trying to move. It's not a girl that's someone's trying to move
unless
to.
your backlog is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And whatnot, you should be
You
answering.
should be active,
up,
man.
Yeah, man.
Like some of the best brands I've engaged with online, their response time.
Yeah, quick.
is quick.
Yeah, all of them.
Do you know what I mean? Buy it. Okay, this is the process. Okay, send me the money to these account details. Boom. They'll tell you. Okay, you can track DPD. Everything is seamless, and they get repeat business from me straight away.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But people that taking long, like
you trust it, innit?
yeah.
You build that relationship.
Do you know what I mean? Like, for
brand.
example, look when my man was telling us about that brand the other day. I don't really want to talk about the brand, so it's not like we don't bait them out. But
Which man? Who's my man? So I can-
when he was talking to us about when he bought his coat, he ordered it
Nah,
in the
G.
GC.
Nah, cause where was
Basically,
that
a friend of mine,
from? I was reading, bruv.
Basically, a friend of mine, he ordered a couple of coats from a brand in it. I'm not going to say what the brand is, but he ordered a couple of coats from the brand. He ordered the coats like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Then
I missed this, you know. Yeah,
he did. He ordered coats like 3 or 4 weeks ago, but he hadn't received any information on when the delivery of the coats were.
Right.
So he ordered the coats in I think like beginning of Jan, and then they told him that the coats are going to be sent out at the end of March. So just let that sink in for 5 seconds. So he ordered the coats in Jan.
Yeah.
And
This
they said
Jan.
they're going to, it's the 27th of March, okay for us to...
What, pardon?
Winter jackets, by the
Where's
way.
this coming from?
Winter jackets, by the way. Winter jackets. End of March, that's spring, when I head into spring.
He's not. Those coats are coming from Australia, mate.
So...
They're coming from somewhere far,
bro,
bro.
so it's like, they have, and then one of the coats, I think they said that actually... It's not in stock. So it took a month for them to tell him that the coat's not in stock. But he had paid for the
That's
coat.
business done. I'm not coming back.
But you pay.
You've exposed your nyash to me, bruv.
You
I
pay
know
for
how
the
you
goat.
operate. I'm not interested.
How are you gonna order something? You pay for it online, and then they're telling you in 2 months' time
That's what.
that we're gonna send it out to you. So that means that from the end of March, you're probably not gonna get it until first week in April for a
Is this-
jacket.
But wait, is it COVID?
What do you mean?
Is that the
bro? That's
reason?
not COVID. It's COVID idiot,
COVID.
bro. It's
Idiots,
stupidity.
idiots.
So it's like, and then like he was saying that as well. That basically he DM'd them off his personal account. They didn't respond. Then he DM'd them off his business account, and because his business account got a lot of followers, they responded straight away.
Right.
So you see how certain brands might act.
Loopholes and that.
Do you know what I mean? So because
Loopholes
probably they're
in the
thinking,
game.
oh, because he's an influencer and he's got followers on his business page,
Yeah.
they didn't want that to get out.
Yeah.
So again, it just comes with the way you just deal with your customers.
That
and,
is ridiculous, bruv.
yeah. And the thing is that going back to what we were saying, there's no amount of black business this or black business that that's going to cover for that. If your business ops are
No
shit, they're
matter
just
what
shit.
your business is, if your business is not great, then we're not. Do you know what I
We're
mean?
not
We're not
buying
buying,
Yeah,
buying
yeah.
into it. It's as simple as that.
But then do you feel like also people try to guilt trip people with the black
100%.
thing?
100%. I feel like we're discussing that. Were we discussing that today?
Yeah.
Like people,
Earlier on,
yeah,
like,
man.
like, oh, just because you're black, just buy it. And if
Yeah.
you don't,
and
you're
I think
not
I
so
feel like
slave.
even like friends telling their friends like
I think it
them,
starts off with the friends thing.
Yeah.
So
Support
like,
the team.
yeah,
Yeah,
your
telling
telling
friends
your
should.
friend, oh, like, come on, support my business. It's
do the
black
thing.
owned, like, come on.
Do you feel awkward though? Like if your friend says, "Oh, I support my business," but you think your friend's gums and shit, what would you say?
Fam, are you asking me this question?
I'm
bro?
just.
There's a few of us in here, fam. Don't
Oh, you guys, that's an open question.
throw this.
That's
to
an
me.
open
Obviously,
question.
That's just
You just be like, "Oh, bro, it's not banging."
how close are you to this person? Does that matter? Is the question. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if it's you, I'm telling you your gums are
You
shit.
just be like, "Oh, bro, you can
I'm
do better."
calling
than
you,
this." Yeah, it's like-
and I'm
it's
gonna
like,
say, where
it's
you?
not
I'm
banging.
coming to your house. I'm
Let's
like,
sit
look at
down
this.
and
Does this look good to you? And we're gonna think
Okay,
about everything
what if
again.
the person's not your close dog?
That
but-
is a question.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
They're your close dog.
Be honest, guys.
But they're still, because people have put me under pressure to do that before. People have been like, "Oh, bro, support my thing, like buy my hat or buy my
Also,
wallet."
some people look at you as being close, so you don't even know, bro. That's another problem. That's another problem, bro.
But you know
Because
what
to them, they're like, "What are they?" And to them, you're like, "Oh, my man." Remember how we were discussing someone the other day that we were during the podcast,
Trust me, bro.
and Adi was, "Oh, that dickhead."
That guy.
Remember?
That plugger. No, you know what it is?
See?
That always gets me though. When people do that to me, yeah, they're just like, "Oh, bro, I'm just like, I just feel bad in it." I'm just like, "All right, bro, just send me the link in it. I'll copy it." Now, the problem is that if I copy it, I probably won't wear it. So is that worse? Or do you just want my money, or do you want me to wear your clothes? Because for me, that 25, 30 pound, 50 pound.
We
you get
need
from
to
me,
stop. We need to tell people their gums are shit. That's what we need to do. That's the truth. Do you know why? Because
how do you constructively say it?
bruv, that's something we need to figure out. We need
You
to,
say,
we need
"Oh,
to
bro,
figure that
can
out,
we-
bruv.
Just in anything. So your friend's split.
But I just-
your friend's a rapper. Or your friend's got a cooking business, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and anything. How do you do
Okay,
that?
so me now, yeah, like my work, like when I have something like very precious to me, I only have a select few people I send things to. I might send it to Ade, I might send it to Josiah, I might send it to a few people and be like, tell me, because I know you're gonna tell me it's shit. Or you know what I mean?
It's shit.
Or you fix up this, or
Change
do you know what I
this.
mean? Or it's really good.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get the truth. I feel
Yeah.
like with those guys,
It's easier to do.
it's easy.
Yeah.
It's easier to do that way, but with the people we're talking about, yeah, they don't. They would see you as a close friend, and they're
then you're
not.
not.
Yeah, and you're not.
Yeah.
So it's awkward for you to now
And it
tell
is.
them, you know what?
But you know what it is? Because when a lot of people do stuff,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people don't ask for honest feedback.
Feedback, yeah.
So for me, if someone hit me up and said,
Everyone just like, oh yeah, that's sick, bro. That's
it's
sick.
like, no, it's like, bro, just buy my stuff, bro. Support
Yeah.
the thing. That's the first message you get in a DM. Bro, support the thing.
Yeah.
Now, if you message me and now, you know what I mean? What does that
You know
even
how
mean?
funny. You know how funny that is.
Oh, bro, support the thing.
What? There's not even no picture, no product, bruv.
Like, bro, yeah, just buy the link and or they might give you like
Buy
a
the
little
link. Jesus is
God
Lord.
damn. Started again.
That is, in
Oh,
2021,
no, no,
I
the back-
said buy the link. Can we just record this moment, please? Thank you.
Buy the link. Go ahead.
Buy the link.
Or they might just put something like, oh yeah, just use this code. You know what I mean? You get 10% off. But they never start the conversation with, oh bro, big man thing. Just what do you think of this?
Yeah.
I think that should be where you start from.
100%.
Sorry,
Like-
I'm not even gonna lie. You see, when I get 10% off, I feel like it's nothing.
Well, it's nothing.
What is it? Is it that business needs to be taught more, or what? Like, what is the problem?
People
Do you know
don't,
what I mean? Even
people
like
can't-
within
people
our
don't like
community.
facing rejection. They don't like being told that their stuff's not good.
No, but I'm even just saying, like, for the guys that like have the one pictures on
Yeah.
Instagram and Because there's a lot of people like
They're
that, bro.
bears.
I feel like a lot of people feel like they can just start a business. Like,
Yeah, it's like I can be a rapper. I can be a rapper. I can just do this, like, but yeah,
It's a brand.
yeah.
Do you know what it is this, yeah? Do you know what I think it is this? Is that there's no market research being done.
No, zero. But I'm saying, is there no education for that?
But people don't want to like. The problem we have, I think, with a lot of our thing is that everybody wants to go to being the boss straight away.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like no one wants to be like
the education's long. They want to.
No.
I want to ball out now.
straight away.
That's it.
So people won't be like, oh, let me look at brands that I admire.
Ball out
and be
with
like,
one picture,
one pick.
of one cake.
Some people have a passion for what they're selling, so they'll put that 100% into it. So they'll do the market research, they'll market it properly, etc.
100%.
Some people just be like, oh, I want to make peas, I want to make money. Let me just select something and see.
I just see people and then just guilt trip people into buying it.
Do you know what's funny? Yeah, I have seen a few pages who haven't had a lot of content, but I still bought into the business, and the business was amazing.
Okay.
Also, just saying.
Okay, that's interesting.
But I feel like
What was your relationship with them?
I feel like someone told me about the person.
Okay.
Oh, through word of
And I
mouth,
trusted
basically.
the person. I
Right.
trusted my person. I thought, you know what?
Let me trust him.
Let me
So that makes
let me
sense.
just
But
go
it's
for
not a
that.
random page you just skipped on.
It wasn't a random page I just skipped on. No.
Okay.
But I feel like that could happen, and people can buy into it. It happens. It's odd that it would happen, but it would happen.
It can happen.
But yeah, everything needs to be patterned, man.
I don't like. It's funny because there's this one person as well, yeah. And again, I'm not gonna mention the brand, but it's almost like he's always trying to force sell me. You know who the guy is in it, but he's always trying to force sell me the garments in it.
Man, why are you just
Now
trying
the thing
to
is, but the thing
string
is,
man
yeah,
up like that? Do you know
But
what I'm
the thing
saying?
is, yeah.
Must say, you know the guy. Nah,
But
nah,
he knows
man,
the guy. You
nah,
know
nah,
what I mean?
but he
I'm
know-
making
he
sure
knows you,
know. But it's just like big man thing, yeah. The garms are shit. They're so shit.
That person is watching this.
But you know
Not
it is.
involved.
But it's like one.
Just a quick disclaimer on the Gentleman's Code. Those are the views of Ade as VVG.
disclaimer.
And nobody
Just
else.
ask for that
So
disclaimer.
you guys
very
know
much.
I am not even here right now.
Solly's trying to back out. But no, I haven't said what the brand is, so it's fine. I wouldn't do that. But anyway, the garms are not good in it. But what frustrates me is that he never asked for feedback about the garms. I'm just like, bro, I need you to
can't
just,
even do this
I
right
need
now,
you to
bruv.
just ask me for feedback so I can actually have an honest conversation with you. But you don't want to do that.
This
All you
guy
want to
will
do,
never ask for feedback.
never. All he wants to do is for you to just buy his gums at what, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your financial situation is. Just pay for the gums.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So for me, I would love to have an honest conversation. Just be like, bro, from a design perspective, this is very word art. Do you know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question.
Word art.
But isn't it?
I'm done.
Just to play the devil's advocate here, but isn't there the thing of supporting your friends? So the fact is, yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
But you buy it out of support.
Why should
And
you
then-
support
and then
bad
potentially-
things?
And then potentially from there, potentially from there, his quality improves. Potentially.
Before my friend even starts printing the t-shirt, show me the design.
Do you know
Trust
what?
me.
Do you know what? No one has told him that his gums are shit.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Nobody.
No, I know it.
And it's bad. This is bad. Now, deep it. All right, so I remember like I'm at one time in my old crib when I was living with my parents. There was a builder that came over, a Niger man, yeah, came over. Old man like this, yeah, came into the house now. Backed off his top. He does like the tiles and stuff, but like when he does it, he gets hot and whatnot, so he just backs off his top. So he backed off his top now, yeah. As soon as he backed off his top, yeah. The stench, the BO that occupied the house,
house.
He took over the house. His BO took hostage of the house.
Wow. God,
Like everything just
luck off.
luck off. My dad came to him and said, "Sir, you are smelling." now, my dad he's one of them guys. He will tell you about yourself.
Yeah, he's honest, yeah.
He's that type of person. A lot of people will not be honest with you. There's ways to go about things, but I feel like if that and since just so you guys know, that guy don't smell no more. Yeah, his life has changed.
to this
Yes, we give thanks. His life has changed, but he took on that because nobody would have told him because that stench.
Was mad.
You know when you look at you smell yourself like
You
bro,
like, rah, is this me, fam?
bro.
My little musty. Wow. That's peak.
So yeah, man.
You got to find ways to tell people. But
Yeah,
people also have
man.
to be open to it because some people are just clouded by their own things. You know what I
Especially
mean?
when you know the person as well.
Yeah, it is mad. And when people are actually, they're nice guys. But like you're saying, for me, the best compliment I can pay your brand is not even by buying it, but it's actually by actively using it. So no matter what it is, if it's clothes, if it's food or what have you, like if I buy your t-shirt and you see me wearing that t-shirt bare, that's better than what even I paid for it. Because I'm actively wearing it. But if I just buy it to support you and it never leaves my wardrobe,
Yeah, of course.
you're never going to get that money from me again, or I'm not actively promoting it to another audience. So the whole thing, what you're saying about supporting your friend, well, how long does that support go if you're just buying something once and that's it? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So that's.
Have you worn something I sent to you that you didn't necessarily like?
Say that again.
As something being close being sent to you that you haven't necessarily liked, but
I still wore.
They're paying you, for example.
That's different,
you
though.
wear it.
That's different.
They're paying me.
That's different.
But this is what we're saying. Your friend. This is now your friend.
No, that's different though.
Well, your friend is paying you for it.
No. He's saying like if a brand sends you something and says and pays you to wear it,
They're paying you.
Bruv, I don't care what
word
sort of
here
brand
is
it is.
you're paying me.
You're paying to wear it.
It depends on what I'm wearing, of course.
Yeah.
Obviously, but yeah, you're paying me to wear it. So,
But if it's your friend, you want your friend's business to do well.
of course.
First and foremost, you want your friend to be. You want your friend to look shit. So it's like
Exactly, and I think that's the most important thing. Like, we want you to actually do well.
Yeah.
And looking in is like, bro, this doesn't add
it's
up.
not great.
Personally, I think you two should tell your friend.
Tell him.
Tell
But you know what it is?
man.
He's the.
See, after
it's
this,
not a
now
close,
I can't tell him
start,
now to
but
like 2023, bro.
Yeah, it's
like,
gonna take a bit of a while.
It's
But
bait
he's
now,
not
bro.
a close point.
Because if you go now, you'll be like, oh, swear down.
you'll
So,
see
it
what I mean.
wasn't, so I knew. So adding things up and that, bro. But I can't lie. Do you know what I can't stand? I can't stand the new the logo gang. Like they just get a logo and print it on a.
Okay, I
T-shirt,
see what you
bro.
mean. You mean
And
rather
they
than actually
say-
designing
and
something.
tick. That's it. Bro, and you can just see the fruit of the loom there.
What do you think? You're not taking enough time with your design process.
Yeah, man.
It's weird though, because when it comes to clothes as well, clothes is one of those things that once you buy into a brand once, you're into them. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone's talking about this essentials thing. What like?
That was a sick segue.
Is this your thing as well?
Go on.
Essentially, it's Fear of God. So obviously, Fear of God is the brand.
Okay.
You have like how Armani.
Okay, I know Fear of God, yeah.
Apollo Armani,
Yeah.
Georgia Armani.
Yeah.
So it's Fear of God is the brand.
Essentially, the more affordable one.
Yeah. essentially-
Why is it? What is so special about the tracksuit?
You know, it's just meant to be an essential thing.
Yeah.
It's just a tracksuit.
It's not. Well, it's a really nice tracksuit.
That's the thing.
It's just a tracksuit.
But big man thing. Let's take away from the branding. Yeah, the actual tracksuit, the way it looks something you can just get anywhere.
That's the thing. That's what.
It's simplicity. It's meant to be an essential thing. It's not meant
Simplicity
to be
at its finest.
Hence
How
the
much is
name.
it?
People that actually
Hence
know
the
about
name.
brand, that know about Fear of God, like they'll have Fear of God pieces. Like a Fear of God tracksuit will probably be like a bag something. When you
I'm not gonna lie, essentials, everything about the brand makes sense to me.
Makes sense.
Yeah, man.
it makes sense.
I
But when you
like
actually look
it.
at the photos,
Personally,
you
I like.
will deep it.
So how much is this tracksuit that everyone's buying?
Now,
But I didn't say I'm gonna buy it. But I'm just saying,
because it's meant to be the more affordable one for like generic things, just like
Everyday wear.
Give me discounts.
Fashion, like, kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you want to have fashion, then you go to like Fear of God.
Okay.
The main brand.
Is it a limited edition?
I mean, it's
Was it
more
out of stock?
demand, there's more demand than supply. Kind of
At the
thing. So
start,
I
I
would
would
say
say
this.
this.
Yeah.
It might have been limited, but because it's
it looks mad comfy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, me. If you're listening, buy it for me, please.
It's not. It's very good quality.
Or the actual quality of the
Bro,
clothes?
the
is
quality
very good
looks.
as well.
It looks. It looks.
But
What do you think?
But you know what it is? When I look at the design doesn't look wow to me.
Well, it looks basically.
So the quality could be good,
Essential thing.
but it's not okay. So the design is not meant to be wow. It's meant to
not
be.
like some mad design.
But the quality.
And
of
I feel like that is, and that's why the brand is genius. I feel like that's where, because it's like it's so simple, but it's, do you know what I mean? It's doing
But
so
quality is
well,
good.
and that's because the quality is good and people have been speaking about it.
Yeah,
I feel like it's just grown, and every celebrity is wearing it.
it's crazy. Like people just have like it's just people just gravitate towards these things, and everyone's got to have it.
Yeah.
But then at the same time,
But I actually think it looks nice. It does look very simple. I
Yeah, it
agree,
looks simple,
but I feel
yeah.
like in that it looks nice.
it's not a slim fit one either, is it? It's the big one. Okay, is that where the fashion? You guys are the fashionistas. Is that where everything's going now? Big. Back to the 90s where everyone's wearing the baggy thing. Boot cuts come back in as well.
ASAP and them man been doing that from
Boot
early,
cuts
bro.
from early.
Yeah,
You think we'll jump on it here in the UK?
Who? Us? We?
Yeah.
Certain man. I don't feel like.
But like the average guy,
Back in the day.
you don't think so?
To wear out,
Yeah.
to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Why?
Levi jeans.
Why would you do that?
But you know what is? You
For
know
a fashion shoot, yeah.
But you don't think we'll get
do
back
for
to the
fashion
point where
shoot.
we're wearing boot cuts, like actual just boot cuts?
There was never a point where I was ever wearing boot cuts.
That's impossible.
What
There was
do
a
you
point
mean?
where
What do
everyone
you
was
mean?
wearing boot cuts,
Are
bro.
you high, cuz?
In the world.
Bruv, show me a
Forget-
pic of me wearing boot cuts. You can't find one.
Pre-2007.
Oh, yeah. I was even in Nige then, bruv.
Bro,
Boots of
There was
cuts,
a day
bruv.
where boot cuts were just in. But I've always thought to myself, could we actually get back to that? Where man's
100%.
trousers are flary, blood.
100%.
You see the- you see enough rappers to do
I
it.
don't think a lot of us would do it, though.
I think we just need enough rappers and
think
artists
so?
to do it and that, footballers and that. And I just think everyone will start jumping back on it again.
So we're just followers, then. We're just sheep. We're just
100%.
sheep in this world, bruv.
Because when
Are
we
we
were
just
wearing
sheep?
boot cuts, people thought it was suspect to wear slim fits.
Bruv, and 100%.
We never thought that everyone walked around wearing slim fits.
I was one of those.
Bro, just like, bro,
That's
why
why I
your
never wear
trousers
slim
mad
fit.
tight, bro?
Bruv, I'm thinking about you have to do this. Put your trousers, bruv. And then babies, bruv. You have to do this, bruv. Now I can never wear like baggy trousers.
It's
ever.
weird.
Never again. Never. I couldn't.
It's so mad. But so yeah, I just think basically based on what we've been saying, yeah, it's just like try to give people honest feedback as well, but people should just know themselves. And I think if you're up and coming brand or what have you, always ask for
For the
feedback.
people that don't know themselves, I feel like you have to tell them, innit?
It depends on how close you are.
You
Sometimes
have to let him know.
I'm not going to do that.
No, but if you let people know that I like it, but blah, 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 blah.
No, but they don't. But if they don't ask you if do you like it, they just say, bro, support the thing.
I got the best thing to do.
What's that?
We get someone else, an outsider.
To say what? To write a review?
Yeah.
Or leave a Google review.
Yeah.
That's so evil.
Not a review, but maybe just we'll drop the number and just.
What to call him?
But wait, can you just not just say it's not for you?
You know what it is. You're right.
No. The deep
Big
it.
man thing. You're
Deep
right.
it.
I can
Just
definitely
it's
say that.
Not for you.
Do you know what's funny? You're 100% right. But
That's what it is. Just
There
say
is.
it's not for you.
you're so right.
spud him.
But I'm a pussy when it comes to that. Especially when it's people that I feel are nice people.
A whole you with
Bro,
dreads.
you know when it comes to that, I'm just like, bro, let me just help.
But you know what?
that
Yeah,
guy, bro.
if I would love if
Somebody
that's
says
what
something
you
for me. Yeah.
Yeah, man, you can't just say it's an outsider, bro.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean?
Can't, man.
No, I feel like for an outsider, you can definitely say it's not for you.
If you don't know the person.
Yeah.
You can.
Even if
But it's not outside of it. But it's your boy, but it's not your close boy.
exactly, I'll say it's not for
You
me.
say, "Oh, brother, it's just
it's
not
not
for
for
me."
me.
I hear that.
Like, personally, I tried it on. I just feel like the fitting is not necessarily doesn't feel.
For me.
Yes,
Oh,
the fitting is not.
No,
the
but,
right
no,
size
but
for
what's
me.
not the problem is with the fit? What is that, bro? I don't like
Why
the
are we
design.
lying to this person, bro?
Yeah, then it's
why are we
like-
lying
no,
to all of
but
you?
this is the thing.
No, someone needs to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
say, bruv, it's not good.
This
No,
is how
no,
we
no.
move forward in this world
Just say yeah.
as human beings, bro. For us to
in
move
terms of the
forward,
design,
we
it's
have
just
to
not
start
for
telling
me.
the truth.
Yeah, it's thing.
Yeah,
Cuz this is dead.
Okay, can I ask a
Redo
question?
it.
Let me expand that, yeah? So that's clothes. When it comes to music, yeah? Because I've realized when it comes to music, what happens is that when people send people tunes, yeah? Oh, bro, vibe.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, bro, vibe.
Nah. You
There's a
see,
bit of effort that's being
you
put.
see me, yeah. You see
Really?
me, yeah?
Certain demos I've heard, blood.
You see me, yeah. I made music, yeah, and I'm making music on the sly and that. You get me? You get me?
An exclusive thing.
The exclusive thing. If I ever sent Ade music, yeah, and Ade ever lied to me
I would never do that.
that my tune was lit and it's not lit,
You shit.
pagan.
Because that's
If
just
I ever did that, pagan, bruv.
Do you know what I mean? But for me, if I'm going to give feedback, I always make sure it's constructive.
It
I'll
needs to
like,
be, man.
Yeah,
can
that's
like,
what it is.
tweak this a bit or tweak that a bit or change
Do you
that
feel
melody
like
or what have
people?
you.
Do you feel like there's a problem in? Do you think there's a problem in people just believing in their ability to do whatever?
I don't
Because
think
some people, I feel like there's a lot of people that think their work is so sick and
and it's not.
It's not really that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like some people really
You know what I
believe
like
that.
though? I love people, yeah, who don't know how good their stuff is.
Yes.
I love people like that. You know people when they send you a tune and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, bro, this is not what you think. And I'm just like,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
this is so fucking
This is
sick.
sick. Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, is it? And I'm like, are you mad?
Yeah.
This is cold.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like people like that, I'm just like, you don't even know how sick you are.
100%.
Then there's people, again, there's certain artists that will send you a tune and they are gassing the tune before it's even reached your email, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Then it's like, bro, Tolu, fam, you know, You know what my man will come and say, fam.
When they do
this
that one,
tune-
when they do that, yeah, that puts me off altogether.
Oh, it's so annoying.
Because you don't
put me under
what it is,
pressure.
You don't give me the chance to just basically, as a first time listener,
Yeah.
Exactly.
just, like let
Give
me
me-
just
yeah,
take in
man.
the tune.
Thank you.
But when you're giving prelude to the prelude,
Oh, no,
It's so frustrating.
No.
trying to give me
Bruv,
what
just
you
send
got-
me
I
the
feel like you're not even
tune.
trying to be real to yourself.
No,
bruv.
just send me the tune. Let me just listen to it.
Yeah.
Don't tell me, oh, bruv, this one is charting.
Yeah.
Bruv, this one.
Yeah. Bruv, this is the one.
This, bruv, the clubs. Once they get whiff of this,
Yeah.
it's long.
Yeah.
Don't say that to me, bruv, because I know I'm gonna be disappointed. The thing is that I might like the
No,
tune,
the thing
but
is
you've
that
gassed it too
you've
much.
done too much
You've
now,
done too much,
bruv.
Just
You've
send
done
me
too much.
just
It's
send me
like
the tune.
watching a trailer that's sick, and then you go to the film and it's
It's like,
dead.
it's dead, bruv.
You've already done that, bruv.
Or a certain band, yeah, when they play the tune, you know there's certain band that you're in the studio with them and they're performing the tune as they're playing this tune.
But it's 10% when they get 2 cups. Brother.
Bro,
Yeah.
don't force me to like your song, bruv.
Yeah.
Don't start shouting on me, bruv.
Performance in the room.
Bruv, they play the tune like, bro, listen to this, bruv. Then they start performing the tune, bruv. Live PA.
and they start pointing towards you, start tapping you,
Yeah.
tapping you. Yo.
Yeah, what do you feel?
Can you hear that? Can you hear that bar
There's
there?
already too much pressure. You have to say this is good.
Then all you're going to be like, oh, bro, it's vibes,
Yeah.
it's vibes.
Because you can't be like, stop this, guys. You can't say
How do they
everyone stop the music. Hold it.
You know, in those times there, yeah, I
Constructive
shut my eyes.
criticism.
What do you
In
mean?
those times there, yeah, when they start doing that, I shut my eyes.
know
Because you're becoming a distraction. Because I just okay, I bought my head.
Jemiah's got
I just
technique,
I
bruv.
close my eyes because you're just becoming this. Like you're doing way too much now, and it's just already. I'm like, "Ugh, listen, I need to. You're distracting me from. let me
Wait,
actually
what would
just
you do? So you shut your eyes and what? And not,
So-
would you bop?
I might bump my head.
But I'm just like
I'm
that.
just closing my eyes because I'll be like, okay, at least that one, yeah. Because you might look at
You're
me.
hoping one day this
100%.
music is going to stop.
Bruv, at some
So I can
point.
open my eyes,
and it's
bruv.
at the end.
Yeah.
No, but there's
funny.
one rapper that does that in it, but he's like, I'm just like,
Flipping now, man.
I'm just like, bro, just allow me to just, bruv, stop shouting on me, bruv. Allow me to
Let me just enjoy the
let
music.
me just try to take the song in, bruv. I get it. You like the song. But let me just try and listen to it.
100%.
Because, and the reason why in that situation it's hard to tell them it's not good because they're so excited about it.
Yeah.
Because you're so excited about it, I don't even want
I
to kill
have to be
your.
excited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause I'm just like, I don't want to feel like I'm just a killjoy. Do you know what I mean? Or just
I'm
like,
not gonna lie. I feel like relationships are key. Because no, if you're close to me, like if it was you and you played that to me, I would start laughing.
You just be like, bro.
I would actually start
But
laughing.
then-
I'd be like, this
but then
is.
think of it this way: if you're close to the person,
relationship needs to be there.
most times, yeah, the person's just gonna go, just let me know what you think.
Yeah.
And then and then
There's
gives
no
you
time
room
for
to-
let me know what you think. Them man don't do that.
What do you mean?
They'll just say yeah. They'll
That's
just
what it goes back to
play the
people
music
don't
and start
ask
gassing
you.
it.
They don't want to know your feedback. They just want to know that you think is a hit. Cheese.
That's what I want. That's what they want. It's cheese. That's what they want.
That's what I want. Cheese. And they want you to wheel it
They'll
from
do it
after 10
themselves.
seconds.
No, they wheel it themselves. I wheel it. It's like, bro, I
What?
didn't even hear
Black.
what you said.
Bro, I even started the song.
What? Black.
Wheel it,
This
wheel
is the
it.
one
What?
you know.
I haven't put my seatbelt
Top
on.
3.
Like, top 3. Nah, guys, honestly, everyone, just be honest. Be honest with yourself and just allow yourself to be critiqued, man.
We need to tell the truth.
As people, we
But
need to
can
be
they
honest.
handle the truth? That's the question.
Yeah.
The truth shall set us free, fam.
Writing someone off.
Yeah, no, but I don't
I feel like
write anybody
there's
off.
there's just ways to say things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Yeah. We'll just be like,
It's all
oh,
about delivery.
I like how it's always
Because there's
think
certain
it's better.
people, there's some people that have BO and that, yeah. And I can clearly tell that no one in your camp has told you. Do you know what I'm saying? Because there's no way someone in my crew is smelling
It'll just be like, oh,
oopsie
bro,
daisy.
do that.
And I'm just saying, oh yeah, what's going on,
going
bro?
on?
Impossible.
But the thing is that, what?
You get me, fam.
Swear down, what's she saying?
Yeah, 'cause I don't know if I'm.
She don't know we're filming and that.
Hello. Yeah, I'm on the podcast right now. Do you want to say hello to everyone?
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Happy New Month.
Happy New Month, yeah.
So
New Month, Friday. All right, bye.
okay, thank you. Bye. Yeah.
No, but you know, that's because our friends, we've got a certain sort of relationship where we are almost too honest with each other.
Yeah.
We're very rude to each other.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
We actually break each other's confidence.
100%.
So that no one else can do it.
100%.
So that's how our group chat operates. Like, we will
100%,
break ourselves to the point where nobody from the outside can break you.
Yeah.
Because anybody
And I feel like
outside has told you, you have heard it here.
That builds champions.
Bruv.
Deep it.
Title winners, bruv.
Yeah.
Title
Because
contenders.
if you can't
bruv.
handle that smoke, then you're not ready for
You're
the
not ready
world.
for the real
Yeah,
world.
yeah.
So anything that anybody from outside can say, we get onto you about it in the chat. So you've heard it all before, do you know what I mean? But some people are not like that. Some other people is like everything is kiki, bruv.
Do you not remember when one chef like that tried to do designer time ago? I remember there's one chef he's doing his thing at the moment. It's got a few tats on that.
Oh, that you? What, you tried to be designer?
So anyways, yeah, there was an event we went to. No, there wasn't even an event. He went to an event and man wore. If you see the length, man was wearing that 3/4 length, almost trousers type of quarterback length.
Why did I not remember this?
Brother? And the picture, and it was. When I say they're the worst fits. Worst fits, yeah. Someone took a picture, bruv, sent it to the group, bruv.
Battered.
This guy, bruv. He put that on his gram, he deleted it straight away, bro. This picture.
You gotta be honest with your boys, man.
I've still got it.
But Abo, just in case.
If you ever done, because I know you're listening, cuz if you ever, cuz.
But do you feel like a lot of male groups have that sort of relationship?
I think so. I feel like a lot of people have that personal bond. I feel that's not the problem. The problem is someone a bit more distant. That's where the problem is. Yeah, how do you deal with that? Yeah. It's a difficult one, man.
So my thing with
everyone.
People that are distant, I'm just always gonna match your energy. So if you want me to have an honest conversation with you, I'll have an honest conversation with you. But actually, if you just want me to just make you feel better about yourself, I can do that as well.
Yeah, I can help you boost your self-esteem.
Yeah, mate, that's what you want from me, then mate, great.
I'm gonna try the Josiah, you know.
What? It's just not for me.
Close your eyes, bro. hoping it's gonna stop,
Listen, make the tune play and just do this.
Do you know, I wouldn't even start bopping. I just close my eyes. I just stay there, bro.
Yeah.
Wait for it to stop, fam.
But so another thing I wanted to even speak about was obviously we spoke a bit about Clubhouse and stuff, and now that everybody's at home, this whole stock market and stuff thing is boosting.
Okay.
It's booming.
Yeah.
So day traders, stock traders,
the market and that.
stock market,
and that CD. Is
Bitcoin
it CDF or
bandits,
CFD or what is it?
Forex bandits.
All them things. Yeah.
What's the stock thing saying? Obviously, you're like platinum 1000 now.
How did you know? Who told you that?
I've been heard in the streets, man.
Brother, I ain't gonna lie, cause man, I'm up to date still. And
Yeah.
let me even give you man a little play and that, cause
Couple
you gotta
racks and
show
that.
the health and that.
Turtleneck pending.
Trust me, bruv.
The turtleneck's under here, you know. Don't ever get it twisted, bro. Hold on, man. Just logging into the trading.
Well, everyone's balling out.
Connecting and that.
Who else has got okay, you got one do the trade. Anybody else do the trading thing?
HCMC.
So HCMC.
HCMC. You man,
that?
you don't know these.
Only HCMC, I know it's HMRC.
Just know that man boss you, man. Right there.
They're gonna blow next.
Bro, I'm just saying. I'm up. That's what I'm saying. I'm up.
So for people that don't know, obviously there's been a lot of stuff happening in the trading world. I'm not really a trading guy myself, to be honest. Got a lot of friends that are into it, but don't really understand it that much. Dabbled a bit here and there, but I won't say I'm somebody that's on it every day, like, oh shit, going up and going down.
I'm on every day and I don't understand half of it.
Yeah. I think that's like a lot of people.
That's just the honest truth.
But,
But I'm getting there.
First of all, do we think that it's a phase that people are going through?
I think so. Now, do you know what? Yes. Now I feel like now, especially like me coming in here and having that conversation without you guys knowing I had that conversation before.
Yeah.
And thinking to myself, hold on, like, how come there's so many people trading at the moment? And then when I got in here and like you were like, oh, everyone's trading as well. I was thinking, is it because there's so much free time at the moment? Is it because of the shift and everyone's on lockdown? That's something everyone's now bought into.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's a good. It's a shout. It's something to think about. For sure.
It does feel like everybody, like when I go on Twitter, everyone's like, there's so many Twitter experts and like.
But it's funny because for time some people tried to get me into it and I was just like, bruv, don't try to bump me because I know this is one. Man trying to books me, bruv. Tell me, oh yeah, I can do this and you have to pay £200 for this group, for what group am I doing that? So I just thought this is a bump.
Yeah.
But then when my close people started doing it and that, then it's like, I was like,
right,
did they get them? You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? They didn't plan that. Because you know them man with the pyramid schemes that them people
pyramid
used to
schemes
do and
like,
that. There'll be some Donnies, bruv. You're thinking, you're tapped now. They've actually got you into this world, bruv.
Yeah.
Because you're like, no, you can make money and
Boom,
over
boom,
the
boom.
top and whatnot. But when I know my guys, you're still there.
Yeah.
It's not a get out situation. You're here, bruv. Then I'll be able to. Yes, I think once you do your own research and
I think that's so key
whatnot,
because going back to what you were saying, I think the reason why I haven't got into it properly is because I like to put my money in things that I properly understand. And there's something about the stock market and stuff is like.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
If I told you without having to understand right now, if I told you to put, if you give me money now and I'm gonna put it into Apple stocks for you.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give you the return. What's your answer gonna be?
So in that respect,
Are you gonna think about that?
I would, but I would only ever give you what I can afford to lose. So I would give you money that I can throw away.
Okay, but if
afford to lose, you might as well use that to put on your own stock or buy your own crypto.
No, yeah, I get that. Yeah, so I think we're agreed on that. So I wouldn't. So basically, what I would do is that I would put money that like I said, like money I can afford to lose. I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll put a bit of that money there because I don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
But what I don't want to do is put money in something and feel like I have to look at it every day because I'm desperate for it to flip.
then you don't put your things in those stocks.
Which is why I haven't really got into it that much.
There's different types of stocks. There's stocks that's like the long holds, the ones
The
that
long-term ones and that. Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
have to put my money in this and it's gonna grow for a bit. Then you have the other,
Exactly.
the penny stocks and the ones whereby it's like, okay, maybe if I might be able to quickly flip this and make some quick money. It all depends on on your approach.
And I think with me, I feel like I'm not. I've always kind of tried to stay away from things that are quick flips in terms of money,
Right.
Because there's something about that scares me.
Right.
So in terms of like the different businesses that I like do, like outside of like I don't do the stock thing, but like I've got businesses that I run. Yeah. They've taken a while for them to get to the place that they are now. So I'm somebody who's very much on like. I like building long term over something that I can sustain.
Right.
So I don't like that thrill of like, oh, if I put a bit of money in here now, within like a month or 6 weeks, can I flip it to this? Like there's something about that makes you feel very uneasy because the same way I do that, I feel like I can lose the money.
Okay, let me also ask you another question. Okay, but now like you put in your money, like your savings and whatnot, you just put in a bank, right? How much interest are you making from the banks?
Oh, I completely agree with that.
Right.
So, and that's why I said that I would rather put my money in something that you're talking about in terms of long term. But it feels like everyone's trying to make the you know this thing with the GameStop thing. Was it GameStop?
I don't feel like everyone.
Not everyone, but
that's
like
it's a current thing at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like it's what everyone knows at the moment. Raw GameStop and whatnot. Even if you're new to it, you're just excited because you're thinking, "What is this GameStop? Oh my gosh, everyone's making money." That's the only thing you're thinking.
Yeah.
Everyone's making money, and that is the issue there. But in general, you're not having that type of interaction every day with big stocks unless there's something massive in the news.
There. What were you gonna say?
It is about everyone. I feel like everyone's just trying to find new avenues of making money.
Yeah.
If someone's coming to you and saying, "Oh, you can make this by just leave the money in there," the money that you're talking about that you don't mind losing, that's what I feel like a lot of people are putting into this cryptocurrency and buying stocks.
Yeah.
I'm a uni student, so I'm not making as much. So this little money that I have, I just put it into big.
Yeah.
I don't watch it. Only when I'm hearing on the news, Bitcoin's coming up, I'm going to check.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Made £50,
Yeah.
made £100 today, stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just trying to find different avenues
To make money.
Yeah. Not necessarily quick money.
But make money. Yeah. I think that's really interesting that you say that because you see the way you just said, oh, I'm a uni student, so I'm not making a lot of money, but I can put the money that I'm making in and put it in there and flip. It's the same way I will feel like for example, with when I was talking about how I only put a little bit of money like in stocks and stuff because I know that if I put the large majority of my money that I've got into the businesses that I have, I know how those businesses generate more revenue, which is more guaranteed for me and how I run those businesses because I know how the money is generated. Rather than put it in a stock that I don't know if it's going to go up or it's going to go down. So the majority of the money I would always still put in the business that I have. And then the money that I can afford to be like, if I put that money and I lose it, then I lose it. To me,
I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm a risky donny, innit? I'm a risky type of fella, you get me? But man moved on from paddy power and that. You get me to this. So that's why for me, I'm like, okay, this makes a bit more sense. Get me? This ain't no football, no horses and that.
Trust me, bro.
I'm saying, man, this is just stocks and stuff that I know, stuff that I hear about. That if someone just told you Tesla, you just know straight away,
that's
okay,
a brand,
they're making money. If I put money in, I should be making
at this point
a bit more money.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I just feel like do your own research.
100%.
Definitely do your own research.
There's a lot of fake research, fake people out there.
Oh, of course. Therefore, bro. The thing is, I'm in so many. That's the only thing. I don't buy into any other hype. I only just know. Okay, I do my research now. Go on the news. Go on Yahoo Finance. See what's popping and whatnot. Do my own due diligence, and then I mean, boom. I wouldn't just hear pay £200. Do it. So for some people it worked. The thing is, people are making money. Don't get it twisted.
100%.
A lot of people are making money,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, I've got friends who I know when it comes to this stock thing, they are flipping bands, bro. They're actually making B.
Yeah.
But I know how it goes back to their saying that they don't mind taking a risk, or that's their thing, they're into it. So I know people that are doing that. Do you know what I mean? And I know that I was reading something the summit the other day. I think the Financial Conduct Authority was talking about telling people to be aware of Bitcoin because of how volatile the stock is.
Yeah.
Because it just goes up and goes down, so thing. And actually, a lot of the stuff you're not guaranteed to get your money back. And apparently, a lot of people are also losing a lot of money that they actually weren't prepared to lose.
I don't know anything about Bitcoin. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
A lot of people are losing money. So I think the biggest problem is that do you think people are investing more money than they can afford to lose?
Because a lot of people don't know about it. I feel like any smart person won't just put money that let's say I have savings, I have 3,000, 5,000 savings.
Yeah.
I'm going to put everything into it.
Yeah, of course.
I feel like people are more smart that they'll just put, okay, cool, I don't know anything about this thing, but I'm hearing it's going up and down. Let me put, let's say 200, see how that goes in the first month. If it goes up, okay, cool. Let me put another 50 pounds. I feel like that's how people are seeing it.
Okay. All the P's.
Whereas in stock, people are actually buying, like, let's say £300 worth of stocks. Or
Yeah.
something like that. Where, like, I feel like crypto is a bit different.
Did you
Yeah.
hear about the guy?
Put in large amounts.
Money.
Did you hear about the guy, the Tesla guy?
Elon Musk.
No, another brother that a few years ago, he put like 10K on Tesla.
What happened? Billionaire.
The brother up.
I said the brother up.
But that goes back to what Ade was saying in terms of it being a long-term thing.
100%, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. That it all depends on, because I think he was 23
Yeah.
when he put that money in.
Yeah.
Or so, no. I can't remember how old he is, but I just feel like if you know what you're investing in the long term, you know that, okay, this potentially is
Could
going
go
to
to this
make
place.
a lot of money
Yeah,
depending
yeah.
on what you put in.
Yeah.
So man, I feel like your intentions is everything.
Yeah,
That will-
yeah.
And do your research, man.
Yeah. But what I hate is these honestly, these Forex bandits, I'm gonna start swinging them, bruv.
Yeah.
Because fam, the way these people, it's almost
Why
like
is it always turtlenecks as well, bruv?
They-
Are you not hot, bruv? Are you not
bro.
hot, bruv? Every time, bruv.
and they're like I see people screenshots of like they'll follow people and then they'll jump in their DMs and they'll just like it's just like, bro, fuck off.
Like, honestly.
You guys hear about the guy that had, I'm just reading it up here.
Yeah.
7,002 Bitcoin, which is worth $220 million.
Wow.
And he's forgotten the password.
Oh,
I read about that. Yeah.
He's got 2 more.
That's so mad.
What'd you do?
I'll give
What
up.
do you do? What do you do, guys?
No, but surely there must be a way around that.
I thought to myself, that is unfair. There should be a way around that, bruv.
That is mad to me.
Even another car that is competing with Tesla that people are buying.
Neo. Cause man's out here, bro. I told you, bruv.
Another electric car, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Made in China.
Buying into that one.
Yeah.
To go up. That's interesting.
But that car,
Yeah.
that's no will be flying soon. Give it a couple of years.
Yeah.
It'll be on the mass market here. Yeah, I just like it's the Forex because the Forex people are just like, you know what I don't like? I don't like when people don't try to sell me a lifestyle. Like I'm not 18, bruv. Like you get what I mean? You don't don't come to me and start telling me, yeah, bruv, you can have a house on the water and bruv, just stop it.
Is that what my name do?
Bruv, these Forex bandits,
I don't
bruv,
ever see that.
bruv, look at the Insta pages, bruv. They try to sell you
I
a
don't
dream.
ever
It's
see
like,
those pages because
they're
as soon as
the
I
worst.
see it, serious.
Bruv, the worst. But it's weird because they all look like pastors who are trying to be drippy. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
A whole load of Pastor Toby's is what you're
that's
saying.
what basically these Forex bandits are trying to do. But it's just like, bro, stop trying to, don't, like, and you know what it is as well? A lot of them are not living the life that they're selling. They're just trying to sell you the dream so that you can buy into,
They always take a picture in their views as well,
they
bro.
love it, bruv. And then their captions are so fucking
Cheesy, innit?
long, bruv. And long. Stop writing 4 paragraphs, bruv. I don't care. Like, honestly, your captions are just mad long. I don't need for you to just go and start telling us what you're thinking
I
about.
hate
Shut up.
long captions, you know.
Why?
So I'm not reading.
But
all
I don't
that
like long
shit.
captions on anybody's thing.
No,
It's like, bruv, why have you
no,
got 4 paragraphs?
no.
It's not a dissertation, bruv. Like, just
I'm not gonna lie. I say to Yemi, like when she's upset and she sends me a long message, I'm letting you know I'm not reading it. My response is gonna be okay,
just stop.
and that is that.
That's that.
And we can discuss this later. But for me to actually
Right.
and you did no.
It's long. But even especially when you're scrolling down on Instagram and you're scrolling, you're just like, bro, this is paragraph
that's
after
the
paragraph,
worst.
paragraph. It's long.
That's the worst. I haven't got time for that.
But no, yeah, in terms of the whole stocks thing, I think you're right. I think the best thing to do is everybody should just do their diligence and just do their research. And
I mean, if you're making money and there's nothing wrong. Do you know, if you're making money,
100%.
then if you're losing money and you don't know what you're doing, then obviously you don't know what you're doing. Stop
doing it.
Stop it. Stop being silly. Do some research and try
come
to
back
understand.
again, yeah.
And if it's for you, then cool.
And I think what we'll
But
do
yeah,
is
I
we'll
think-
definitely get like someone to come in and speak about finance a bit at some point.
So what, do you
I
feel
think
like a
that'd be
lot of
good
people are
conversation.
doing it now because of the time that we have? Or
I
what
think
do you think?
everybody's at home, and like you said, a lot of people at home, and they're not spending the excess money they would have spent if they were going to work. So they've got excess money to put into stuff and what have you, and that's not even a bad thing. That's actually a good thing because, like you said,
100%.
people shouldn't just be leaving their money sitting in the
Yeah,
bank.
your
innit?
bank's not. It's not making any money. It's not making any money.
Any money at
You know
all.
what I'm
So
saying?
all I would say is, one, and I think that's the key thing, is never invest what you can't afford to lose.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like if you got £50 to invest,
Yeah.
don't go invest 5 bills. Do you know what I mean? Because you will cry, fam, and you'll be eating Indomie daily. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's the most important thing. Is not, but what people do is they see like, oh, this could flip.
Yeah.
And that, you know, that is what gets people in it, because it's like, actually, I can only afford £100.
red. Put it on
Yeah, I can only afford £100, but actually, if I put 5 bills and this flip's gonna bang, at that point you're gambling.
That's how
You're
I
not going
felt.
on. You've now abandoned your logic and you're just gambling, bruv. Like you literally might as well be in the bookies.
Yeah. So I bought out some stock at a very low price.
Okay.
And it's gone up. at the
Okay.
moment. But now I'm like, I
Whoa,
was even
now
talking
it's got
to
you.
my boy Ish the other day. I was like, bruv, like, oh man, I wish I just
Put some more.
just choose 2 bags on it. Bah! By now.
I'll be up. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
And that's what gets people.
And that's what gets. But I thought to myself, but I had to speak to a few people that are in this thing, and they were like,
And
you
they
know
said,
what?
chill.
Take your profit. You
do
know, make
your
your money. You've made your money from it.
Do your thing.
Move away from that. Go to
Spoken to
something
Rachel.
else.
She's an OG in this thing.
But that's the person I'm talking about.
Yeah, they're just the OG in this
Come
thing.
on, man. That's the goat.
That's the goat in this thing, fam. But so guys, do your research in terms of the stocks and.
People also use it to just clean their money. 'Cause Bitcoin.
See, hey.
Oh, swear
Hey, man, don't know nothing about.
Alright, let's say.
Man, don't know nothing about nothing.
For the records
You know what I'm saying? For the record and that.
Yeah, man. So another thing I wanted to talk about as well was going back to kind of like certain issues that affect us black people. There was a case about a girl who was awarded compensation from a school. So the girl went into school. I think she had like an afro. She wore her afro out, and she was expelled from school.
Okay.
Because her hair didn't fit what is it called again?
Protocols.
The protocols of the school, basically, on how your hair should be.
Right.
And I think she fought it and she ended up getting compensation.
Right.
And then I think one of these MPs must have called her like a little spoiled,
Which MP? Let me bang him up. Who
something
said
of
that?
colour, spoilt child of colour.
Who said it?
I forgot what the guy's name was. He tweeted or something like that, and he was like, something about a spoilt child of colour, what have you.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
And that person is still.
And he actually, and he was sacked.
Still have the
He
job.
was, and I think he was sacked from his job or something.
What did he know?
The guy,
Yeah.
I don't know, but obviously
I
on
feel like
Twitter,
that's important for us to know, you know.
on Twitter that blew up obviously because people are just like, the guy's been racist or what have you. And I wanted to kind of just discuss a bit about maybe some of the expectations that we as black people face in corporate environments because of the way we look and stuff. And
You tell me, cause
trust me.
with your hair and that.
So you know what's funny, yeah? So the other day, yeah, remember I was telling you guys I had the conversation with Aaron Cresswell and Ben Johnson, who are the West Ham players.
Yeah.
So-
Jeez, my man. Hey,
Come
man,
on.
man.
We had a
That's
sick
my
conversation.
brethren. We say, guys, get me, that's my Donny.
We had a conversation and we were talking about all these. The conversation was based around bringing awareness to like influential black people that have like had a big impact in the Western world. And me and us more spoke so about Ben Johnson, obviously because he's black. We spoke about Madam Walker,
Okay.
who was. Do you remember? Do you guys watch the show on Netflix? She was like one of the self-made millionaires who made money from the hair products for women.
Okay.
So she's a woman back in the day that made.
Is there a film?
It's
on
a
that?
series on Netflix. Is it a film or a series?
And she makes
It's a series.
She makes her own.
She made her own like hair.
What's her name? What's
Madam
what's that
CJ.
actress?
Madam CJ Walker.
I've seen that. Yeah.
So we were speaking about that.
And someone stole her.
With someone a pattern.
recipe or
We're trying to say a
something.
pattern.
Something like that,
So we're speaking about her, and then me and Ben Johnson were talking about, because I think he started speaking a bit about his mum and his mum's hairstyles, and we were just, as obviously two black men on the conversation, we were just talking about the pressures that black women or black men face in having certain hairstyles in certain environments. So one of the things I spoke about was obviously having dreads like it's different because obviously working at a football club, it's very different from working in a corporate financial environment. But someone that does work in a corporate financial environment in like Canary Wharf or something, how comfortable would they feel with going to work with dreads? Now, when I first got dreads, the first initial pressure didn't even come from white people. It came from my mum.
Yeah.
And that comes from their indoctrination of how they feel like the white man will see you. So it's so mad how like...
No, first it'll come from religion first.
Religion and all of that sort of stuff.
Tradition.
So culture, tradition.
And then,
but at the same time, there's something with the older black generation that if you look a certain way as a black person, white people are going to look at you and think this.
Right.
Now, because a lot of people were saying that when I first started growing my hair, I thought, okay, I'm going to prove a point. Because that's the sort of person I am, innit? I'm just like, oh, so is that what you're telling me? Okay, I'm going to actually now prove a point. So my thing has always been like, well, it doesn't matter what hair I've got. The quality of my work and what I do should always be able to like shine. Do you know what I mean? Be the thing that speaks for me first.
Yeah.
And even if you do look at me and you do think something first of all, by the time you have a conversation with me, you're going to think very differently.
Facts.
Now, and that brings you pleasure in doing that to somebody. You know, when someone thinks a certain way about you and then you speak to them and they're like, it's very different. But not everybody has that sort of thing. So it doesn't even have to just be with hair, but hair's a big one, especially for black women.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them can't wear an afro to work.
Yeah.
So a lot of black women, they have to do their hair in a certain style.
My question is why?
Because afro hair is seen as being like
What?
not presentable, not neat.
That for me is racist.
Of course it's racist.
Okay, and then it ends there.
but black women still can't go to hair with an afro.
So like my missus, she would say she can't go to her workplace in a week with 2 different hairstyles because
The questions, yeah.
but yesterday you had
Yeah, well, sure.
That's
because they don't understand.
like, so I don't know why that is though.
I think it's a fact of they just don't understand. Number one, they don't understand. They don't, because if you think of it, for how long black women have been putting their hair in styles, protective styles, for such a long time, that to wear your natural hair out, like back then there wasn't a thing of like, it wasn't as celebrated as it is now.
Yes.
So, but then also on top of that, most like, I know my sister, when she has her hair out, it's a thing of now, I don't want people to touch my hair.
People are still on that vibe.
People are still on, especially if you haven't seen, like, okay, you see an afro right here, but then to actually, like, even like if you got dreads now, people, what do dreads feel like?
Yeah, people do. You know, I think people don't do that.
Get off me.
Right. Where for females with their afros out, it's just like, I don't want you touching my hair. Once you touch my hair, you see that there, like, what is this? Is this
What does it feel
velvet?
like? Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Nah, cuz not me.
And then on top of that, now it's a thing of, so wait, like, what sort of products do you put in it? Like, do you? I think it's that they don't want to have that.
If you have time
that
to
conversation,
educate them, then
They should do
but
that.
I think that's the thing. I don't think it's a thing of. I think it's that thing of like having that conversation. Just seems all long.
it just seems like it's frustrating that they don't get it.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Like, why do I have to have this conversation with
Right.
you?
And you know what's funny? Because somebody after I finished that interview, once the interview went live, somebody else from work emailed me and was like, "Wow, there's a white guy. I think he's probably in his 50s, and he was like in his senior management position, and he was like, I didn't actually realize that was some of the things that black people had to think about when coming into a working environment, like having to think about your hairstyle and does your hairstyle look presentable enough.
Yeah.
So he wrote me a long email just being like, "Rod, that was a really interesting conversation. I didn't even for a second think about you had to think about what your hairstyle would look like." But I feel like our
Bro,
generation,
it's just hair, bro.
It is just hair.
Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's just hair. Why
Yeah.
are people getting excited? It's just hair. Let people
Yeah,
wear
you
their hair.
say that, but then if you think of it like within the black culture, hair is something that we wear with pride. It's
100%.
part of our identity.
Yeah.
Do you get what
Exactly,
I'm
and
saying?
that's why I'm saying it hasn't just allowed its hair.
Just let them let
No,
it be.
but- yeah, but then there's still a like, okay, even if you think of it in terms of like for men, right? Yeah, having a hairline is like it's like a crown. Once you know what I'm saying? Once the hairline goes now, there's a certain level of like
Technicality.
yeah. First, the you don't feel comfortable.
Technicality.
You don't feel comfortable with it, and then okay, now adjusting to your head shape.
It's different.
Think-
But you know what it is as well? You see with black people, I've always said, you see with black men, yeah, I've always said, when it's time, when you get to the point where you have to go bald, embrace it. I actually feel when you try to fight baldness,
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. About
But
that
again,
one.
it's getting used to your head shape, bro. That's what it is.
That's what's hard. It's like
Yeah.
man. Tony's like, I'm going turkey,
Listen,
man.
I'm planning right now. This is what's gonna happen. It's either I go turkey and this gets done.
The bear
fully.
thing.
This is coming one way or another, whether you guys know or not. One way or another is on its way.
Right.
If you really go, bruv, it's there,
It will
innit?
come.
But I'm saying, fam,
You're not trying to embrace the ball thing. No chance.
and if I do embrace, if I lose this hair like this, bro, I'm getting this.
The beard.
That's you
You know
can't
what
be bald hair and be bald hair, bruv.
What do you think about the male lace?
No, I'm not doing it.
No,
Not
that's
doing
air.
it.
The lace
Not doing
thing.
it.
But I've always thought that.
Great technology. Great technology.
I ain't gonna lie, it looks dope.
I'm not
It
doing
looks
it.
dope, but I don't think I'll be able. I feel like really, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like that.
You know what it is? I've always thought that the bald look, though. I've always thought, and I know this sounds mad controversial, but I've always thought that black men carry the bald look better than white men do.
Yeah, but then again, it's the thing of getting used to your head shape.
You see your head bald.
Saying it's
Bro,
all about you.
It's about you getting
It's
used
true.
to your own
How
head
do you
shape.
do you like the
However,
hair?
but what you don't want is having to deal with the fact of I'm holding on to it and it's looking mad. So like, say like the middle of your head goes,
Yeah.
but you're still trying to have a fade.
Bro, if you've got there's
So you got
bare man out there feeling offended
You
right now,
got
bro.
bald.
Would you do decide your man that you look?
Never. No.
Ever
listen,
do what?
If my hair, God forbid, touch wood. I'm not even using myself as an example. If somebody else's hair decided to go, yeah, or is going, if my hair was going, I'm taking everything off.
You're just gonna go bald.
100%.
Yeah, 100%, man.
But what
That's
I'm
not
saying
fighting.
is something will have to
You're
happen.
gonna
here.
you're gonna get the
Yeah,
beard. To
yeah,
balance
Something's
it out.
gonna have to happen here.
Yeah, I get it.
Simple. Because you can't be bald here and be bald here. Have you
Yeah.
seen people like that?
You know what it is?
Yeah.
I feel like if you're
nothing here, nothing here.
if you're
your
bald,
age.
if you're bald and you have no beard, your face needs to be mad chiseled,
Bro.
Mad,
Especially during this flipping lockdown period, bro.
Bruv.
I'm lucky because I have a little bit something that's just still hiding the capabilities. Because you know, once you cut hair like that, bro,
It's a
everything will
mad,
just,
Bro.
it's a
the
madness.
truth will really come out. You know,
100%. Like,
Because beard gives a lot of
listen,
contour, bruv.
Listen,
Ade,
I'm saying this now, yeah.
you took off your beard.
It's a long thing.
Goddamn, big
I will
bird.
look like someone's teddy bear,
big
bruv.
bird.
Bruv.
Like a thumb, bruv.
Fab.
Bruv.
It will look so peak, bruv.
Bro. Like,
Never
there's
happening.
certain times here when I'm like, okay, unless I've got used to my hair at a certain length, and then I'll say, do you know, I just feel like just to cut it down a bit.
You make your face bare round.
Bro,
I did that one time. Remember?
We had
Remember
a fade, but you went
when
to
I had
level
a fade,
one.
but I went to level one, and I came to your crib or something.
Ah,
and I
bruv.
think Benga said to me, he said, "Bro, don't ever do that again." He said, "Don't ever do that again." You remember?
It was like, why did you cut your hair so low?
He said, "Don't ever do that again. Doesn't suit you."
That is powerful.
but again, it's
I won't lie to you, I never did it again.
You know what it is? It feels weird because you're so used to your hair at that
At that level.
At that
Yeah.
level. So then even when you look at your face, you're like, yeah, my face looks balanced.
Yeah.
Then you cut your hair and
It's a madness.
the balance is gone, bruv.
Yeah,
It's a madness.
yeah.
No, but so you're going back to what I was saying. It's like, yeah, with the hair thing, it's just like, but you know, I feel like our generation is challenging that because our generation is a bit more like, I don't really care what. There's a lot of us who are just, I don't really care what white people think of me. I don't really care what people think like that. But I understand that different people's jobs have different pressures.
The pandemic has definitely has changed that, to be honest, because I'm
Because
sure
everyone's just growing their hair out and
Not even
stuff.
that. I think even females have gone there with headscarf and all those things
On
like
the
that.
Zoom meetings
yeah,
and that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then the BLM thing is like you can't even be caught saying anything mad really with the way BLM is moving right now, as well about people's hair and people's appearance. But yeah, I feel like for women it's a harder pressure for women than it is for men, because people do have a certain, like, when you know what it is as well. It's almost like when people see you with dreads, the first thing they think is what? A lot of people assume I'm Caribbean straight away. A lot of people assume I smoke weed all the time. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you just get dumb stereotypes
So you're Rasta, yeah?
straight away, or that you're a Rasta or what have you.
So what is this? It's more education once again. Once again, do your research.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Once again, do your education.
So there's like,
because if you think about it, a lot of that within our community as well, we would have been taught that from being young as well, because of the lack of education for our parents and stuff.
Facts.
To look at Caribbeans and say, oh, if that person says that, they must be
Bro,
smoking.
when I was younger, yeah, do you know what I thought of Rastas?
yeah.
Bro? When I was a kid,
Bro.
because of ignorance.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then it was all actually when I got older and obviously just becoming friends with Cass, and I was like, bro, these Rastas are some of the most principled people you will ever meet in your life.
Pal.
Like, so principled, brother. It's like until I start having friends that are Rastas, I'm like, what sort of stupidness, brother, was I actually just taking in my entire life? And that's me, that's a black person to a black person. So let alone a white person to a black
I'm not
person.
gonna lie. If you guys can leave anything today, bruv, is do your research into everything, bruv. People just you just need to, bruv. You just need to
Title of
read,
this episode is do your research.
bro. Do your research, bruv.
Straight.
Read.
Yeah.
If you don't know something, educate yourself,
yourself,
bruv.
yeah.
Read, fam.
do you
Try
feel-
and be a better version of yourself.
Do you
fam.
feel like people are getting tired of education, of having to educate themselves?
I feel like
People are
getting
lazy.
That's what it is.
And it's just the way the society is now. Like even before we were able to go out and do stuff and whatnot and just expire time because you're just doing whatever. But now it's like, okay, all I'm doing is I'm going home. I'm just at home. Yeah, I have to do this, but I'm just within this atmosphere. Instead of people to actually just dig in and just people are just lazy.
Yeah.
Social media is there. Okay, I'll just scroll through. I'll just do this.
And
That's the
I'll
problem.
just-
Social media
we love
become
it.
education.
But it's not even. But the problem with the social media
Everybody
education
thinks
is that people feed off headlines. They don't read articles.
100%.
So it's like whatever the headline is, that's going to get the quick conversation
Yep.
and the quick reaction is what people take as truth.
Yep.
But people don't actually go and do the reading.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. That, do you know what I
They
mean?
just-
That's how I
end
used
up
to
starting a
answer
group on
questions
Clubhouse.
in school, bruv.
Say that again?
That's how I used to answer questions in school.
Headlines.
I just say the headline and put that as the answer.
That's the answer, bruv.
And obviously I will fail. Because they want the details, bruv.
And I think a lot of that comes down to as well, yeah, is just being comfortable in your own skin. Like even us as black people, like being comfortable in your own skin is so important. And just being proud of the fact that, like, you see the thing about with dreads, yeah, it's almost like, bruv, I'm so proud of the fact that this is a black only hairstyle.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's not even like I feel like I'm better than anybody else, but it's like when you wear it, it's just like, bruv, this is our,
What do you mean a
this is
black
us.
only hairstyle?
Like, it's okay. So you
The
see dreads
origins,
here
the origins of the hairstyle.
of the hair, like the black texture of the black hair is the best suitable for dreads.
Okay, yeah,
If a white
yeah,
person
yeah.
has dreads, it doesn't hold the
Yes,
same
of
way.
course,
It
of
comes
course,
out. It doesn't
of
look
course,
the same
of
way.
course, of course.
So this is hairstyle.
Our
It's
hair's
actually
magic, B.
for
You
us,
know, yeah, man.
and that should be more of a sense of pride. It shouldn't be worn for people to feel
Yeah, man.
uncomfortable about themselves.
I feel like a lot of that has been flipped. Do we have to? Are we gonna go there
It's
into
been
the
dealt-
history
it's
and
been
stuff?
put
Bruv?
into your
We've
head,
been,
like, blah, blah,
yeah,
blah.
man.
It's mad. Like
So
when even I
many
look at
things.
pictures of like Jay-Z, you know Jay-Z's hair right now is on the mad.
Mazza. He doesn't give a toss.
Mazzaline, bro.
It's on
Doesn't give
the
a toss,
madness.
bruv.
That is just.
He just thought to himself, you know.
He just left his hair.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
an Oba.
Yeah.
That one just like a king, but
Bro,
just
he hasn't
anything-
even. He just left the hair.
Oh yeah. He left it to matte and
It is
everything.
what it is.
Massive.
I like my hair like that.
Do you know what I
And the
mean?
funny thing is, he'll still come out with a fire 16 that will change the
come
game,
on,
bro.
man.
And it's weird because Jay-Z will still come wear the suit and he still looks clean.
Clean.
Huh?
It's mad, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, he
They
still
don't
just
have
looks
proper like gone into their roots and like.
delved into it
Yeah.
like proper. But I just feel that's what we need to go on. Whether it's like with schools, it's hard as well because like kids, when you get
There's a
like
lack of
kids, they don't have the
education
same
there, man.
level of confidence that we do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? To be like, they just go to school and someone make a stupid comment about their hair, or a teacher will be like, "Why's your hair like blah blah?" But it's like, even with Rastas, because Rastas is it's a religion.
Why are they not teaching this in school, bruv?
They're not going to though.
Do you know what I'm saying? Think about it.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Educate these guys from
But
young.
wait. Let me ask you this. So we say this all the time, right? Yeah. But let's really deep it like this. This is not our country. So are they obliged to teach us?
This is the big thing.
Are they obliged to teach us Black history even?
Let's talk about that, mate. So in terms of even being Black British, yeah, this whole thing of us being Black British, just like
Oh God.
it's so funny. So I tell you what's
Brother, my
fine.
passport's expired at the moment. And
Is
I
it?
want
You
to
need a new
travel,
thing.
man.
But I always think being Black British, yeah, we love this term of like, I'm Black British because the Black British experience is very different to
The American what?
or the African experience.
African American.
Because you know how you go to Lagos, people be like, "Oh boy, you're not from here, bruv. You're from Jan."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
That was a decent accent. You
it?
pulled off, by the way.
see, some of that is actually racist because you telling me it's decent. That's your deal. What? Because that's where I'm from. But it's like when people say that, it's like they look at us like you're not from where we are, even though our blood is from there. But we also look to them and be like, well, I'm not fresh like you. What does that mean? Why do we call freshies freshies?
Do you know what it is? It's all ego. Everyone just want. It all stems from ego.
But we
Everyone
feel
wants
like we're
to
better than
be-
freshies. Why?
Everyone just wants to be better than
Everybody else.
That's the problem.
But do you know how deep that is for us
just
to
wants to be
feel
better
like
than
we're
everyone
better
else.
than freshies?
Yeah.
Deep it, bruv, psychologically. You look at a freshie, you say, you're freshie blood. Fam, that's where your parent, that's where you're from.
yeah. Yeah.
But he's a freshie because he's got an accent. You look at him like, bruv, you're some
yeah, it's
freshie.
mad because you be like, oh yeah, that freshie.
It's mad, bruv.
Yeah, that's true.
That the funny thing you're saying that freshie, your father is, you know.
That's who your dad is, bro.
Yeah.
It's not even that. It's your father
Yeah.
is freshie. It's not that your dad chats at. You know, some dads they've changed the accent and it's a bit like oh, hello, Adam.
You know, your
They've
dad
changed,
is
but your dad is actually hello.
Hello.
Oh, that freshie.
It's mad. But it's because it's a part of us that still wants
And
to
if someone came to
identify.
you and said that,
being
oh, your
British.
father is a freshie. You won't have it.
Do you know what I mean? Like, we still want to identify with being a bit British. We still want to feel a bit East London. We still want to feel a bit South London. We still want to feel a bit.
It's nice. It's nice when
It's also a thing of
you can pick it up, basically.
we learned this from, because when I went boarding school in Niger as well, I realized a lot of the people in Niger, they love people from London.
Is it?
People, yeah, and
Oh,
people
yeah,
from
yeah,
America.
yeah.
Do you know
Yeah,
what
I
mean?
knew
So
about
it's
American
almost
thing,
like,
yeah.
because it's so far from them, it's like, oh, they've always seen this as
Wow,
amazing.
you're the from-
And America, they love Americans, bro.
Because they see
That's
us
why
as...
they have all them fake, you know, the uncles with the fake American accents,
They
bro.
love it. But do they see us
Fakers.
as, oh, you're the people that you had the chance to go abroad.
Yeah,
So they look at you
Yeah.
like,
they just look at you
Yeah.
as, you have money.
you got money.
Yeah.
You London?
You got money.
Money. You got money.
Even
Bruv,
if you,
the way
imagine
you've been
certain
doctored.
guys, even if you come to London, they'll still have American accent.
Oh yeah,
They'll go back with
They haven't
American
clocked that. You're in
Yeah.
London now,
What about down to y'all?
What
down
about
to y'all?
what have I done?
What about down to
y'all?
y'all?
Something my dad says bucks.
Big bucks, man.
Big bucks, man.
Bruv, your dad has said that since
Yeah, man.
for over
Yeah,
10 years.
I
since
got,
met him.
I got big bucks.
I got big bucks,
It's
man.
Bruv, this guy lived in America for 1 year, bro.
I've said it's big bucks,
1
man.
year. But I allow him because at least he lived in them. But I'm going to be honest, before then, he was still doing bucks. And I'm like, Dad, man.
But we were never really taught to like. Well, I can't say. Let me not say we, but I definitely was never taught to just go out and be proud of being black, be unapologetically black.
You say you never been taught that?
No, not from my parents.
Yeah,
I was taught to go out there
you're
and
taught
don't
to
embarrass
navigate.
yourself.
Yes, you're taught to navigate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go out there and don't let white people think you're stupid.
Do you feel like you're still in? Do you feel secure now?
I am
Are you 100%? Do you feel like you're 100% secure?
100%.
Let me ask you a question. If anyone calls you on the phone, like the way we talk to each other, if your manager was to call you and whatnot, how would you talk to them? What voice would you put on? Do you think you
Well,
put on a voice?
I won't speak to a manager like I speak to a man. Them.
Obviously, you're not going to say wagwan and that.
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
need to say wagwan.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
We
he
don't
did-
need
he
to say
did one
wagwan
time, he
for
did
us to
one
have a
time.
conversation.
He did one time.
I did one time. I
Yeah,
was taken. I spoke about
but
that.
then
Yeah.
what happened? You changed that
I
because
was like, oh
obviously-
shit, who am I talking to? Yeah. Because I know he doesn't understand that language.
Yeah. Put away the language. I'm just saying, as we are speaking to each other like
Yeah.
this, do you change your voice on the phone?
Yes.
You do. Why is that?
Because I want myself to sound corporate.
Is it?
However,
Do you feel like it just stems from trying to be corporate, or do you feel like you're sounding like this to please who you're speaking to, or to? Do you know what I mean? Is it subconscious?
let
I'm
me-
just preaching.
I know you are, but okay,
You know
let me
what
give you
I'm
another scenario. If somebody works in a corporate place in Nigeria,
Mm-hmm.
the same way they speak to their friends is not going to be the same way they answer the phone.
Yeah.
So even in Nigeria or in other places in Africa,
Yeah.
the way they pick up the phone in a
So is
corporate
it
setting is going to be different.
professionalism? Is
It's
that
just
all
about
it
being
is?
professional.
Okay.
However, I'll give you an example. Yeah, a couple years ago, Christmas party
Mm-hmm.
at work. Yeah, obviously Josiah was DJing there.
Mm-hmm.
I said Josiah, bro.
That's everywhere, isn't it?
I said, fam,
My guy.
play the Afrobeat bangers.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be skanking out all night. I don't care what these white people, I don't care what they think. Play the tunes that we like and we'll shut it down in the dance floor. And we shut it down. And if we were the only ones on the dance floor,
Right.
because for me, I'm just like, bruv, that's our music. And I don't care what you think about our music. It's fucking sick. And actually, once we put it on, you're going to see us having such a whale of a time.
You're gonna have to.
You're
come
going to
and
want to
join
be
me.
involved.
He's like when they call.
Bruv.
Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, is that what happened?
Lo and behold.
Bruv, that's what,
Everyone's-
bruv, all of us were there.
Okay, but you changed it.
Go on, what do
because-
you mean? But that's an example. But I'm saying
an
that there's
example,
other
but-
black people that might be in that environment that would feel like, I don't want to do that because I don't want people to like, I'll just play the ABBA tunes, play the Mariah Carey, play the,
so
do you know what I mean?
many people like that.
They won't feel comfortable to do that.
Inferior, yeah.
But in my mind, I'm just like, I'm going to have such a good time. It's going to be so infectious. You're going to want to be involved. Do you know what I mean? And you know what's
Yeah.
funny? You just need one or two people to set off that vibe.
100%. 100%.
And then everybody, and you know what's funny about a lot of these Oyibo people as well? They love it, bruv. Once they see you do it, they're like, oh,
They-
my bruv, this is a
Yeah.
bit
Love
tropical.
Yeah. Tropical.
Yeah, they
This
love
is a
it.
bit, what's this, a bit salsa?
I'm done.
Bit of salsa. I mean, these times you're
Man
listening
said
to what they
tropical,
call,
bro.
like, so it's a bit of salsa.
Because in their head, it's just all tangy.
They're
bruv.
just like, oh, it's a bit of dancing, but it's like, I mean, that's what I mean about being unapologetically proud about the music that we have and the way. Bruv, think about what all they're doing, all these dances. They're just thinking, where did you guys learn this?
Yeah.
He
And
can,
for me,
he can move. He can move on.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, bruv, he could be. I was like,
can
bruv,
move,
this is
can't he?
like, but us, that's just a normal day at Cocoa Bar or just,
Yeah.
we're just bringing Cocoa
in your
Bar.
yard, bruv.
Huh?
Bruv.
Or your yard, bruv, it's a normal day in your yard. You're just bringing it to their environment. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, I feel like we had to learn that. It definitely wasn't something that our parents told us to go out and do. Do you know what I mean? So, but you're right. A lot of people don't have that.
Let's spin it, yeah. So let's say, okay, in that scenario there was obviously there was a number of us that could basically do that.
Yeah.
If you were there by yourself, would you do it?
So this is what I would say.
So if you were the only black person there, would you do it?
It depends on what the music is. So for example, so you know what it is, a lot of time you go to corporate parties, yeah, and they try to do they try to please a bit of everybody.
Right.
Now, if I was the only person there, for me personally, the way I react to music is that when I hear tunes that I like, I'm gonna vibe to the tune that I like.
100.
So you might have played I don't know, like a Jessie J song, and the next song you might play is a Stormzy, Where Do You Know Me From? I'm going to start skanking out like I'm in both.
Stormzy.
Do you know what I mean? I'm going to start skanking out because as soon as I hear grime, that just resonates with me.
Come on.
But
I'm gonna start skanking.
let's say if there's no black music being played at all.
It's just white music.
Yeah.
I can do that as well though.
Calm.
I can still don't get it twisted, I can still hear the cheesiest pop music
Trust.
and have a whale of a
I
time.
feel like it's just adjusting to your settings, your
settings.
surroundings. You
Yeah,
can be.
yeah.
You never know what
But that's
surroundings
the
you
thing,
may be
I
at.
feel like
And
for us as black people, we go into, like, let's say, corporate worlds almost in a sense with our backs against the wall,
Big facts.
trying to suss the room out to know how we can maneuver,
yeah.
rather than just going in the room
And just be yourself.
being ourselves. Do you get what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
like, if you think of
it's
it now,
a lot to.
so like,
yeah.
okay, Tolu, if you go on set now, let's say you go on set now, right? Yeah, are you bringing pounded jam to the set?
No,
What are you gonna do first?
I'm confused.
So would you are you comfortable enough to say, I can bring pounded jam on set and be like, listen, I need this food to
comfortable
focus.
to bring pounded jam to say
New set and everything.
yeah.
Calm.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like we don't care, bro. Or maybe that's
Yeah,
maybe
a lot of
that's
people.
us.
A lot of people will care though.
A lot of
Right.
people will care.
Yeah, a lot
But I feel like
of
we're
people will
taxed.
care.
Right.
But I definitely wouldn't care.
Right,
I love
right.
pounded yam, bro.
Right.
I'm just like, bro, I'm eating my food, bro.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people would care.
Right. Because even
Definitely.
in the workplace, okay, if you had to bring yam and egg or bring jollof rice,
But you know what's so funny about that?
smells a bit.
You know what's so mad about that? You're making
bro,
them.
that was switch, bro.
They're making you feel awkward about your food, and their food tastes shit,
Yeah,
bruv. Deep it. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
Bruv.
how are they making you feel awkward? And I wouldn't even eat your food. So when you think about it like that,
this
it's
is what I said, bruv. This stuff is deep.
it's deep, bro.
It doesn't, bruv. This is so layered. It's so layered, bruv. It goes way back. I keep on saying it, bruv. It goes way back, bro. It's deep, man.
Just
It's deep,
being
bruv.
indoctrinated.
Just even us just walking on the road now. How many times have I taken off my hood just to make the next person feel comfortable?
Right.
Bruv? How many times? Bare times. Bare times, bruv. It's cold.
Bro.
It's raining right now,
Definitely
bruv.
cold. It's
And
so
I still
true.
have to put it on, bruv. Do you know what I'm
So
saying?
true.
Because I just want to make you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Bruv, it's so layered.
And you know what it is as well? I'm almost like, but it's weird. 'cause
And
when
it's, and a lot of people and a lot of white people also would see you with hood on and probably cross the road.
because of who you are. But you know what it is what I always tell the young G's, yeah? Because it's weird, because I'm saying this now. When I speak to the young G's, I'm always telling them, oh, bruv, pattern the way you behave. But the problem is that I feel like they're not even, it's not that they're not being proud of who they are. You're just behaving like a thug.
Yeah, this
Which is- so there's a difference in it. Like when you're walking into a room and your trousers are half sagging down your thing, you're trying to nudge people who are in a corporate environment, like all that sort of stuff is like, bruv, you're actually just acting like a stereotype.
Yeah.
So I don't say you should do that. Like don't treat people in a corporate environment like they're your
It's like
boys.
I always say they give themselves, like, they're giving people the ammo to shoot them.
Exactly.
In a corporate environment, if your CEO is spudding you, then safe. Then you can spud back.
But you shouldn't.
if that's not
reach
happening,
out
you
for it.
shouldn't be doing that.
Reaching out, you know what I mean? So I always say like, just be professional, but don't tone down the fact that you're black.
Right.
If people ask you about your culture, speak about it proudly. Speak about where you're from. Speak about the way you were raised. Speak all that sort of stuff. Like,
Facts.
if you don't do that
Bring them in
confidently,
if you want to.
yeah, and bring them in if you want to. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of people, I always say with people, it's like, there's something so interesting about everybody that if you just have the confidence to share it about yourself, people are going to be interested in it.
Facts, yeah.
The way everybody's grown up, everybody's life is, everybody's got an in particular thing about their person. That if you just confidently show it,
Yeah.
people are like, right, that's actually so interesting.
Facts.
And that's different for every person.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and when you start expressing that to people, you feel like, actually, this is not as embarrassing as I thought, or actually, someone actually mess with this. But even with black people, there's so much about the way we were raised that was so funny.
Yeah.
Bro.
Bro, do you think about some of the stuff we went through as kids? You're just like, bruv, this is funny. Do you know what I mean? Like
the mere fact that we're able to turn any situation
Into a joke, bro.
bro, me and Tolu,
Talents, bro.
and this sounds really bad, but me and Tolu can find jokes at a funeral.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, me and Tolu laugh we actually laugh when we shouldn't laugh at bare times. You know what I mean? Like, we will actually go to someone's funeral and find something so funny that we'll just laugh throughout the entire thing.
If you ask Yemi now, I call her now, she'll tell you I don't know how to be serious at the most serious thing.
It's like something, okay, this
I
sounds
just
serious
don't,
now.
bro.
You're
That's
just
how I
laughing at
cope.
dumb stuff.
That's how I cope with life.
Look at the woman in the States here when she was getting arrested. You are about to lose your job.
Oh, yeah.
But you're getting arrested, right? Yeah. And she said like, you're about to lose your job. To the point that they sing that as an anthem.
That's
The whole thing.
Come on.
That's
We're
crazy.
talented, man. We're talented, man.
100%, man. Yeah, man.
Tolu, I realize we do some dumb stuff like, me and Tolu could be like, we could be walking through like, let's say we like going to that country, going through the airport. You might just see someone's toe or something, bruv. Bruv, that will become a joke for 2 weeks. We'll be laughing at someone's foot, bruv, for 2 weeks, bruv. It's like, it's so
The dumbest stuff, bro.
dumb, bruv.
The dumbest stuff, bro. But it will always be funny
But
as well, bro.
it will never not be funny.
100%.
It would never not be funny. So you got to learn how to not take yourselves too seriously. But again, I think the important thing there is, as black people, man, it's just like,
Do your research. Do your research. Learn about yourself.
your research.
Know about yourself. A lot of people don't do their research, bro. They don't know who they are. You have to look within, bruv, to know who you are, bruv. Do your research.
And also educate your parents as well, man.
100%. If you can.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. The only thing you can do when it comes to your parents is better yourself.
Right.
That's all you can do. Better yourself and hope that somehow transmits to them, or they can see that and that's all they can take in because that's what you're giving them.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
To try and change your parents that have been stuck in
their
their ways
prayer.
for so long,
That's
it's not
their
going to
prayer.
work.
Yeah. That's
Always their prayer.
that what?
That you'd be better than them.
Yeah. No, but you know what?
Well, they don't
No, but hold on. You'll be better than them, but in a way that they think is best for you.
Right.
Not in your own way.
Right.
That's the key clause.
And
in
also
that.
with our parents, it's like, okay, you'll be better than me, but don't think you're better than me.
I love
That's what it is, bro.
you better than me. But don't think you're better than me. Guys, it's been fun, man. Hey. It's the Gentlemen's Code.
The Gentlemen's Code.
The Gentlemen's Code.